Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of Ace Podcast Nation. My name's Pan, aka the Greek Leek, and today we're going to look forward to tonight's game for Wales against Iceland away in Reykjavik. Craig Bellamy's third game in charge in the Nations League. So we'll look forward to tonight's game, but we'll also look back at the first two games for Wales against Turkey and Montenegro. So Craig Bellamy's obviously started with a fantastic match at home against Turkey. We were the underdogs going into that. They got to the quarterfinals of the Euros this year, probably one of the 8 top teams in international football in Europe at the moment. So it was a really tough start for Bellamy. He changed the formation. Robert Page, ex-manager's formation, always 5 at the back with 3 central defenders. But Craig Bellamy went for a 4-3-3. And, we really played well. We had 87% pass completion rate, 15 shots on goal. The only thing missing, obviously, was that goal in the back of the net. So, Sober Thomas had that goal disallowed. Turkey had a player sent off in sort of the middle 60-odd minutes. And we just couldn't finish it off. And it sort of reminds me a little bit against Poland in terms of having opportunities, but we definitely played better against Turkey than we did against Poland. And I think Craig Bellamy's got to be given credit for what he's done with the Wales side in such a short period of time, giving them confidence. We were playing really good football, and I think the Red Wall fans really enjoyed the first game, and it's just a little bit disappointing that we couldn't get over the line against the Turks. But we went into the next game against Montenegro on the back of Sober Thomas and Ampadu probably being the best 2 performers against Turkey. Craig Bellamy decided to change the formation and play a 4-4-1-1 system with Kiefer Moore at front, playing Nico Williams on the right wing instead of left back, and giving a debut for Carl Darlow, who's his former teammate at Newcastle, who's number 2 at Leeds United. And obviously really tough conditions in Montenegro, torrential rain, fast turnaround after the Turkey game, and we haven't got a good record against Montenegro. So to go there, score 2 goals early, Harry Wilson's won the goal, and good finish from Kiefer Moore. It was a really promising opening start, but I think we need to be realistic as well. They had 22 shots, and we had less than half of that in the game. And if their 2 big strikers up front had converted a couple, I think we could have easily lost that game 5-2. But credit to Wales for getting over the line. It wasn't easy. I think a couple of players struggled. Ollie Cooper in the midfield really didn't have a good game. I don't think Roberts at right back played that well as either. But as I said, Carl Darlow definitely put his hand up with some really good saves in that game. So we look forward to tonight's game against Iceland. Iceland, for a population of less than Cardiff, have done incredibly well. They've got a lot of promising players. They've got the Brentford goalkeeper, players at Panathinaikos and Ghent. And I think they've had about 3 wins over England in the last 8 years. So really incredible for a nation the size of Iceland. So it won't be easy at all. I think the last 10 fixtures, they've won 3, drawn 4, lost 3. So they're a bit hit and miss. Their defeats at home coming to teams like South Korea, Portugal, and Slovakia. But as I said, on their day, they can beat some of the top teams. I think they've had a draw against France not so long ago. And Wales don't normally get wins away. I mean, the Montenegro win was a really good win for us. When I look back, from the 44 years I've been watching Wales, I think beating France away was one of our best away wins. So we don't get many away wins, so it's going to be tough. I think Iceland have had a lot of problems off the field since the Euros. Claims of misogyny. A few players have resigned or never played for Iceland again. So they've had a lot of behind the scenes problems, and I think the Icelandic fans have sort of fallen out of love with their team to a degree. It's not the same kind of bond that there was because of a number of accusations against players. So that they've had problems off the field. And as I said, their results generally in the last year or two haven't been great. So that's encouraging for Wales. I think obviously Craig Bellamy will probably go into this game looking at it. Is it going to be a close game? Brennan Johnson obviously is on fire for Tottenham, scoring 6 goals in his last 7 games. But I would say for Wales, he's only got 3 in 30, and I haven't seen him have a really good game. Although against Turkey in Bellamy's first match, he did really step up, and I did see an improvement in terms of his pressing, his work rate, and his general performance was really good. I remember that back heel on the byline to Roberts, who crossed in we nearly put that one away. So it was definitely a better performance from him in that game. So I want to see Johnson getting more goals for Wales. Be interesting to see if Nico plays on the right wing in the away match as he did in Montenegro. Reece Norrington-Davies is back in the squad from Sheffield United, which is really good. I always like Reece Norrington-Davies when he's fit. Yeah, he scored a really good goal for Wales against the Netherlands at Cardiff City Stadium in the Nations League a couple of seasons ago. So he's a quality left back, probably a natural left-footed player. So it'd be good to see him get some game time in these next 2 fixtures. I think Craig Bellamy will probably go with Darlow in goal. Probably go with Roberts. He may well stick with Nico on the left back and then play Davis and Roden in the middle. The big news, obviously, for Wales is Joe Allen's been recalled to the squad after Ampatu's is out injured now till the new year. Joe Allen hasn't really played for Swansea this season. Bit of a shock, really, in some ways. Sort of makes us look like we haven't really got strength in depth in that position. Charlie Savage is obviously coming through. Morel is only just coming back from injury. And actually out of contract now at Portsmouth, so he's looking for a club. So I suppose in that position to play in front of the defenders with Jordan James, we needed someone probably of Joe Allen's experience. And he'll probably come on, start the game and probably last 15, 55 minutes. I can't see him being on the field for the whole game. But probably is a good move by Bellamy, bearing in mind our circumstances, and we have got a small pool of players. Harry Wilson will obviously play. I think he'll play Brennan Johnson. So Thomas will obviously start because he's been in really good form since he's moved to France. And I think, again, he'll probably play Kiefer Moore. I think, obviously, it's probably his type of game. It's going to be really close. Iceland, obviously, a very, very compact side, 4-4-2 system. They work really hard for each other. So you're never going to, go there and win 4-0 like we did in our first game, first win against Iceland many years ago. So yeah, I'm optimistic. I think my head says 1-1. My heart says 1-0 Wales. I'm going to stick my neck out and say, yeah, we could probably nick it. We really need to win this game because I expect us to beat Montenegro at home, not comfortably, maybe 2-1. And I think it'll all come down to the last game away to Turkey, and we'll probably be on level of points if all goes well for us with Turkey. And as I said, that'll be a mouth-watering fixture because if we win this Nations League, it really puts us in a good position in terms of the World Cup in 2026 in USA, Canada, and Mexico, because we would probably get we would actually get an automatic playoffs place by winning the Nations League B. Obviously, we'll go up to the A-League, which, obviously in terms of the quality of the sides we play would be good for the fans and the squad to test themselves like we did before when we played Poland, Netherlands and Belgium. So really want us to win this Nations League B because in the World Cup, when the draw's made in December for the 2026 World Cup, we're going to end up probably in pot 2, which will be, we'll probably be playing a France or an England as number 1 seeds, and then it's a real battle for that second place because you don't get in the playoffs unless you're one of the best performing second place teams, and it's going to be it's not going to be easy at all to get that second place in the group. So we really need to do as well as we can in these Nation League games. So yeah, I'm going to go for 1-0 for Wales. Be interesting to see hear what you think, guys. I mean, what do you think the formation will be? Who do you think will play? What do you think the score will be against Iceland? And we should also mention as well, Wales under 21s have got a really important fixture in Newport today Kick off 5:30 if you can get down there before the Wales-Iceland game. Against the Czech Republic, we drew the Czechs away, but we are on joint top position with Denmark. So if we get a better result tonight than the Danes do in their game, we would win the group and automatically qualify for our first under-21 championship in our history, which, when you look back at some of the players we've had, your Hugheses and Rushies and that, it would be an incredible achievement by the team. I'm expecting, the Colwell brothers to play. Cottrell, who scored a couple of goals in the last win against Iceland, will be in the side. Possibly Cian Ashford, Charlie Crew, Charlie Savage, Ed Turns, Finn Stevens, players like that. And Lewis Benjamin, who's a really promising goalkeeper at Wolverhampton Wanderers, he could well make his debut. He's in the squad as well. So I think Wales have got enough, definitely, to beat the Czechs at home. Won't be easy, but I hope some of the fans that are listening to this can get down and watch that game before the Wales-Iceland game. As I said, Wales-Iceland, to finish off with, as we know, we got a few players missing. Ampadu out till New Year. Dan James is just coming back from injury. Ramsey's just coming back from injury. You've got Huggins of Sunderland, the promising right back, who's going to be out probably till the New Year. Morel, as I said, is just coming back from injury, and Matondo is also up. There's about five or six, what I would say probably Wales squad players who are missing. But we have got enough quality to win the game tonight. I'd like to see Brooksy involved. Brooksy always plays well for Wales, so it'd be good to see him. And I think for the Montenegro game next week, I'll do another pod on Monday. We'll probably see 3, 4, 5 changes because it's such a quick turnaround. So really looking forward to tonight's game. As I said, interested to hear what you think tonight will be the result. So get your thoughts in, guys, and look forward to seeing you on Monday.